Hi, this is Jenna.
And this is Heather.
And this is Conspiracies Unlocked. And oh my God, you guys want to hear about my update on Vegas. I did not win $1 billion.
Aww.
And I never went live because, sadly, I did not see any aliens.
I thought for sure you would see something.
Even just signs of the people being like, aliens are coming. Something.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing. Well, what I did see in the Link Promenade was, in one of the gift stores, I saw a little tiny display case of alien merch.
Okay.
And I bought you some stuff from there.
Yeah, no, I love it. Everything is really cute. I love all the alien themed stuff that you got me.
You can grow an alien. You got an alien little platter. And
yeah.
I got you a big-ass highlighter. I mean, yeah. God, that was, hilarious.
And that was the alien rings. No, the highlighter is, my weapon.
Yeah, so I got her.
Highlight people to death.
I was at the checkout, and I already, they really should, in that particular store in the Las Vegas Promenade, they have everything. So if you're ever in Vegas and you need to, purchase, gifts for people, they have, 5,000 different shot glasses. They have, all the shirts, anything that you see on the strip. It's all in this little tiny store. I mean, it's a huge store, but it's you look at it, you walk in thinking it's going to be a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps going on and on and on.
Where's this at, the Link?
It's at the promenade of the Link. So there's it's an outdoor promenade between the Link and Flamingo. And you're walking towards the High Roller, which is the big Ferris wheel.
Okay.
So just that little area, and it has a bunch of shops, and it, the Harley Davidson store is there, and the candy store, and it's just it's fun, and it, the backdrop is really pretty, and that's my favorite spot to be. There's drinks everywhere, so there's no point not to go there, but it's not really there's no slot machines outside or anything, so it's really just it's my little slice of paradise. I got a slice of fudge, by the way.
Ooh, how was it?
I didn't like it. And I was so sad because it's a huge slice of fudge. You can have it. I might have already thrown it away. It was a huge slice of fudge.
Girl, I didn't like it. You can have it.
I've already tried to pawn it off to other people.
It must be really bad.
No, I just don't like fudge. And the size of it reminds me of a brownie. And so I even, packed it for the airplane ride home so I could eat it on the way home. I had, plans for this fucking fudge, right?
Yeah.
But when I bit into it, it just wasn't as satisfying as, one of those condensed brownies with, the chocolate and the hard and the soft all together with the ooze and the good.
But it wasn't a brownie. It's fudge.
I know.
So you like brownies. You don't like fudge.
I think I do.
Yeah. Did it have walnuts in it?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be amazing. I think I want brownies, the little Debbie's brownies or whatever they are, that you make at home, Betty Crocker or whatever, with the walnuts in them. I think that's what I want. And I think I got confused. I think I was drunk in Vegas and I got really confused and bought fudge instead.
You're it's a chocolate square. Oh, but that's the wrong kind of chocolate square.
Yeah, legit. So I know I said that I would do, I would live feed us all and figure out how to do it because I've never lived anything. Yeah. I don't even know how to say it. But
Go live. You just hit the button that says go live. And then you just record. It's like FaceTime or something.
That's so cute that you think I'm all technology. You're so pretty. So I thought that I would have an opportunity to, but I did spend the entire day at the cabana. At the pool for my friend's birthday.
But didn't you have your own, you got your own section, right?
Yeah. Oh, we had it wasn't just the cabana. We had the whole upper deck. Yeah. I don't spare any expense for Shawnee. He's been my longest friend.
Yeah, so you had the whole upper deck, and you guys had a whole area where you can play games and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
there was cornhole and beer pong and Like, legit, you know you've like been doing something right in life when you rent out this cabana and the whole deck and you're literally watching The Price is Right at 10 a.m. on a Friday morning. And then you switch the TV to Family Guy and people are like, are you seriously watching Family Guy? Like...
You're like, this is my home base.
This is where I'm at today. We put in a full, 10 hours. We need some downtime.
Well, you paid for the cabana. You're going to make the most of it. And it's fucking my
goddamn cabana. Mine.
And if you want to watch The Price is Right, then that's your
motherfucker,
business.
Everybody ditched me to go gambling. I'm like, this is my cabana. I am staying here all day. I will die on this cabana.
That's funny. You would rather watch The Price is Right than gamble. I'm with you on that, though.
I was holding down the fort. I was holding down the cabana. Yeah. My cabana.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler, so...
Well, but we have so much opportunity to gamble. Like, I don't know. My parents gambled a lot. So, yeah. I don't really... I grew up in Vegas because they took me there every weekend. You know? It's like a 4-hour drive every weekend. And so, I don't need that. Like, I can gamble. I know how to play craps. So whenever I do, like, oh my God, I played roulette. So I did gamble. I played roulette. I went down to smoke a cigarette really quick. Oh, I don't smoke cigarettes. Maybe that's bad for our listeners. I don't know. But I smoke cigarettes in Vegas. And when I'm drinking. And when I'm sad. And anxiety.
And after a large meal.
No, I don't.
And before you go to bed.
No.
And when you're bored and you're talking to the phone.
On the phone. No, I got over that one. Anyways, I didn't smoke for 2 days after I came back from Vegas. Anyways, so I went upstairs to smoke a cigarette, and I from the cabana, and I went to the roulette table. And if you guys have been to Vegas, there's little extra bets. Where you play $1 or whatever it is. On blackjack, it'll be $1 bet. So if it gets a random whatever, I don't even know what has to come up. You win a stupid amount of money for your dollar.
Really?
Yeah. And my dad always told me to play. And on my first roulette round thing, I fucking won.
No. How much?
So on my little dollar, I won $250.
This time?
Yeah, my little bonus thing.
Wait, you bet $1 and you got $250?
Yeah, because of the little bonus thing that nobody ever wins.
That's really good.
I know. I mean, wow. I put it right back in the machines. I don't have shit to show for it.
But you got free gambling out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it continued me forward, and I got to be like, ha, bitches. When I saw Brad and Shawnee again.
Yeah, because you're I won.
I won, ha.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never really won. I think I won one time. I put in $20 and I won $200 and something.
That's really good for a machine. Yeah. That's really good for a machine.
Yeah.
For the craps and stuff, I was playing craps, and I was up $300 or $400. And then it went back down and down.
Yeah.
And down. It's a sad situation. But I also go into Vegas knowing I'm going to spend money, and this is how much, and I have allotted, whatever.
It's your entertainment.
Yeah. And I only go to Vegas maybe, I'm always in Vegas to pick up my niece, but to actually go and have fun and gamble and just have fun, it's maybe once a year, twice a year. Mm-hmm. Usually I'm just in the airport. I mean, I'm gambling and having fun, but airport time is different than leaving the airport.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, I used to work at a casino. I used to work at Harrah's Rincon a long time ago. And I was a bartender, and I saw so many people lose so much money that it just discouraged me from really gambling. Mm-hmm. So I saw my parents lose their whole fucking house. That's what I would.
So that helped me.
Yeah, and that's what I would imagine too, because I would feel it's not my business where people are getting this money from. If they got it and they want to gamble and they're there, that's their business. But in the back of my mind, I would be thinking about some people, not judging them, but just fuck, like, is that your mortgage? Like, it probably is. Like, is that
Yeah.
your, like, groceries for your kids and the diapers for your kids? Because it probably is. Because,
Yeah,
like, you
it's
just
too
get to know
much.
people
Yeah.
as they come to your bar, you know, and they
Oh my
talk
God.
to you and stuff, and you start, like, getting to, it's like, you, like, you know, when you go to the hair salon or the nail
You
salon,
talk,
you
yeah.
talk. And it's like, I was
Yeah.
almost like their bartender counselor person,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm just like,
No,
oh
at
my
the-
gosh, like,
At the Las Vegas
why
airport.
are you here? Go home. But I
Like,
can't tell them that.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
but at the Las Vegas airport, I have Jenny, who is my person that's
Yeah.
like that. Like, not like that, like, where I'm divulging, like, my whole, like, but, like, but, like, I do. I mean, I probably
No, but
do.
you
Just,
do
like,
in a
we
way,
get
to a
friendly. And,
point,
like,
yeah.
and Brad got to meet her for the first time when we
Yeah.
went. It was so
Yeah.
exciting because I'm like, there he is. There she is.
Yeah.
This is who I spend my time with. Like, when I'm 400 miles away from you for like the 6 hours it takes me to drop off and have
Yeah,
my layover
but you're
back home.
not there all day because you have to remember I worked there, so I worked there like 6
Yes.
days a week. So you
would see
see
the
like
same
the
people
same
coming
people
over.
all fucking day long, and I'm like,
Oh.
don't you have a job? Like maybe this is your job. And again, it's none of my business. I'm not judging, but at the same time, I'm thinking about I have so many questions.
Yeah.
There's so many questions, especially when you see like the high rollers, and then like they would literally there was one machine, I don't know if they still have it in the Diamond Lounge, where like it was one pull and it only took $100 bills. So it'd be like $100 bill in, one pull, $100 bill in, one pull, and the same people would just be sitting there like forever, like wow, you just have all these
That must be
$100
fucking
bills.
nice.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
No, this would be like Y2K.
2000, whatever.
Yeah. And then again, none of my business, but I'm just like,
What do they use now? $500 bills?
I'm just like, whoa, dude. But the cool on the flip side, like when people would like win and stuff, like they would tip you out really good though.
Yeah.
Like I would make a lot of money in tips. Like they give you like hundreds of dollars, like if they won like thousands, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they would give you a lot of money.
Higher the risk, higher the
Yeah.
reward, right? Oh.
But
Anyway,
yeah, so that's my Vegas
so
stuff.
That's,
Like, yeah.
that's the Vegas
Yeah.
story. And going into what you're going to say.
Yeah, so that leads into our Las Vegas alien update. So as you probably recall, we had just done a complete alien episode. And it started with the chronological events with May 1st, 2023. The eyewitness, whose name is Angel, he's 16 years old. Him and his younger brother and his father did in fact get video of the aliens. So this is my update on it. The video that I'm going to post on our socials, so look out for that. But it is a grainy footage because it's like, the way that I would describe it is, these are just my words describing to you, is it's like they're filming it, but they're filming it like they're really scared, and they're really like, they don't really know what they're filming or what, they're just kind of pointing the camera, so it's kind of shaky, and they try to zoom in and stuff, but like as they're zooming in and as they see what it is, they like kind of like not drop the camera, but like run away quickly. So it's like very short.
Yeah.
But it does show multiple aliens in the backyard, or creatures, aliens.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they do have like big machinery in their backyard. Like they have a really big backyard. Like I don't know like how big their property is, but they have like big
And
machinery.
where is this?
In Las Vegas.
Still in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
the
we're in
next
Las
time.
Vegas.
Okay.
This is the same kid. I didn't know how old he was. I was calling him a young man. He's a 16-year-old young man. His name is Angel, and he's the one that made the 911 call.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's the same family and everything.
Okay.
But the I'm gonna post the video footage. In the footage, it shows multiple creatures or aliens. He said that there was at least 2, but when you watch the footage, there could be more than 2 because there's one inside one of like the cab of one of the I don't know what kind of machinery they are. Like a
are they the machinery? They're of of Earth, or are they of?
No, yeah, they're like machines you would use
cat,
for like
cat machines.
Cat machines.
Yeah, like diggers and dumpers, excavators.
Yeah, I don't know what.
No, because you don't have a 5-year-old boy anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. So. But you could probably look and you could probably see. But there's, like the cab where like the steering wheel is?
Yeah.
There's one in there like crouched down. And in the video you can...
Oh my God, I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, so I gotta show it to you. So in the video you can see it's like crouched down. And then because it's dark outside and there isn't like a lot of lights, all you see is the eyes kind of look up and glow kind of. And then it goes back down like it gets scared too. Like it was kind of freaked out from them and they were freaked out from it and they both were like, oh shit. So it went down and they like looked at it and they were like, oh nope, bye. And they walked out the other gate. Like they didn't keep walking towards it. They were like, oh hell no. And they went out the other way. And then there's another video where like there's one kind of like standing in the yard. It's the same area. It's in the same backyard area on the other side of the fence, but there's a fence in the way, so you can only see like real quick partial of its face and you can see the eye, and it's standing up and it's really tall. Like I don't know how tall, but the way he says it's between 8 and 10 feet. It like matches with the video, like it probably would be about 8 to 10 feet. But like it's kind of like
saw that
dark and grainy.
And that does like the head and just if you see it when are you gonna post that video?
Yeah, I'm gonna post the video.
Or did we last week post that video?
Well, actually, I already. You know what? To be honest, I actually just posted it like a couple hours ago already. So it's already on our Facebook, but it's only on our Facebook.
Okay.
I just posted
we'll
that.
Cross post.
But we'll cross post, yeah. I've been trying to work on it and I've been trying to enhance the video myself and I've been trying to make it like better for people to see. But to be completely honest, like I am not techie, so I don't know how to alter stuff. So anything we post is not altered.
We're
like
freaking not technical.
No tech
We don't
skills.
even have
like I barely am learning how to make the reels.
We're barely learning how to fucking record.
Yeah, the podcast is just still new.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. So anything we post is
it's 100% real from what we
from what we've gotten.
Do. Yeah, like, we can't do shit. I learned how to make a meme. Oh gosh, I was so excited.
Right.
That was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
I know.
I called in my employees to look at the meme that I built. And
I
they're
believe
like,
it, yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Are we still in 2009? What are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, but what do you want it to say? I can make this thing say anything.
I know.
Like,
I know. I mean,
I was so proud of myself. And then if you guys go on the Facebook and you see,
the memes that you've been making?
I made one. No, I only posted one on the Facebook.
We've been posting a lot, though, I think.
No, not ones I made.
Oh.
I made the purpley one that is like upload because we still want your phenomenal fan encounters.
Oh,
and that one, I made it.
Yeah, you did make that one.
I did it, and I was so proud. It took me only like 4 hours.
No, it's good. I like it.
Yeah,
it turned out cute.
The point is that we are not techie.
Yeah, so anything that is posted, we have not altered. It is whatever it's out there. It's out there.
We're getting it, and we're refeeding it to you people.
Yeah, we're just
refeeding it to our favorite people in the world.
So a lot of people were asking on the Facebook, why didn't they get footage? If it's
would
real.
You?
No, but they did. That's why I was saying they did get footage. But the other part of it is his TikTok was like either disabled or he deleted it or he like maybe put it on pause or whatever happened to it. I don't know. But it was being uploaded to his TikTok. And that's where people were like probably screen recording it. And that's how other people probably got it. Yeah. And then by the time I went to go find it, it was gone. Like, I was a little out of the loop. I was, like, trying to find it. I couldn't find it.
I wonder if it was, then, like I said last week, it's been shut down.
I don't know.
But
I don't know what has happened. I don't know what has happened with that.
Or was it all fake to begin with? Let me play devil's advocate here. Mm-hmm. Okay? What if it was fake to begin with? And the government just wanted to, like, put it out there and then shut it down right quick. Just so people would, like, see it, and then shut it down.
I don't know, because the authorities are taking the family's claims pretty seriously.
You're right. They have been, yeah.
They have been taking it really seriously. And even the other officer who also witnessed the green light in the sky, after that, the police went back and the police set up surveillance cameras. This is another one of the new updates. They actually went back afterwards and they set up surveillance cameras at the home to get more evidence should the aliens or creatures come back for whatever reason to that location.
Because they left something there like 20,000 years ago.
Yeah, so they want more evidence. Like, they're still investigating it. It's an ongoing investigation still. Another update is that the family has now been being harassed. So the family has been getting harassed, and they have set up no trespassing signs around their property because people have been gathering at the alien site. So not necessarily people that are like against the family.
Yeah, it's just harassment, like fuck you. But
they want to be like, take pictures. They want to try to see if they can see aliens.
Remember on the Independence Day movie with Will Smith in 1994? And the chick's like, take me, we love you, welcome to Earth. Remember that?
Yeah. So it's probably like, I don't know how many people have gone there, but, people found out where they lived. Obviously, it got, word got around.
Dude,
this has gone viral.
If it was within 100 miles, we would be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. We'd have been there like 3 weeks ago.
Looking for little footprints or something.
Yeah. We'd be like, knock, knock, hello. Where's your alien? Take me to your people.
Exactly. So, like, now because it's like an alien site or whatever, there has been false news reports. So the News Nation had put out false claims stating that the family had been taken by the government, they were being hidden away, and they were being interrogated. And Angel got really upset about this, and he actually went back onto social media.
Maybe that, you know what? Maybe it's not the government taking it down. Maybe it's Angel being like, taking it down because so many people were harassing him.
I think so.
He took it down, yeah.
Yeah. So, but he went back to his social media and he put out, and I actually have already posted this on our Facebook also, and it's his clip and it's his words, and he's saying that he basically debunked what the news media was saying. He put out a video saying that him and his family are not in hiding. They are at home. They've been at home, and that people can believe whatever they want. He knows what he saw, and he's standing by what he saw. And with everything that's going on, he said that he has learned in the last few days that everything on TV is fake, especially the news channels. And he goes on, because they've been making so many false claims about him and his family.
Wow.
So he's like, it's all fake news. You guys can believe whatever you want. I know what I saw. I'm not fake news. Like, I'm not a hoax. Like, I'm telling you what I saw. And he said that he's been having depression now, anxiety attacks, and he says he's not feeling okay. And he really doesn't care what people believe or not. And he says everybody needs to just move on and just forget about it. Just forget that what it all happened, because he's just doesn't want to deal with all the people coming at him and his family now. They're getting, like, harassed. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, he's a 16-year-old. My son's going to be 16 next month. So I'm like, this is like a 16-year-old young man. He's like, he's old enough to, like, know what's real and not real. Like, 16. Like, he's not like he's 5 and, like, he, like, even a 5-year-old knows. But, like, you know what I mean? He still has imagination. We all have our imaginations, but, like, he can tell what's real and not real. And he's not the only one that saw it. His little brother was there, who doesn't look, I don't know how old his little brother is.
I think that he definitely, like, I don't think that...
And his dad and his family and everybody was out there.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody's, like, are people questioning whether he saw it or not?
He feels like that they are. He's starting to feel like they are.
Is the media saying that?
the media is blowing it up, saying that the family's been taken and that they're being interrogated by the
because
government.
they're saying that they did see something.
Yeah.
That they did. So the government has
but
taken.
He's like, that's not even true. Like, there's no men in black did not come and get us.
Yeah.
Like,
but the media, who we know, or well, most people should know, is paid for by whom, whatever.
Yeah.
And by whoever is whatever. We don't even know whom. By multiple entities. And they are saying, the media is saying that they believe him. The media is saying that they were taken captive. The media is blowing this out of proportion. The media is doing this.
Yeah, and that's why he said that he's like, in the last few days, I've learned everything on TV is fake, especially the news channels.
That is insane.
And it's on our that's not like an exact quote. You can look at our Facebook and it's out of his mouth. Like, he's looking at the camera and he's like recording it, saying like
bullshit. Yeah.
Like, we're here. And he even shows his cell phone, and he even shows it was on June 12th. And he shows his cell phone, and he's like, look, guys, it's June 12th, and it has, like, the time, like, on his phone. And he's like, look, the camera points to his house. And he's like, look, here's the day and time. Here's my house. I'm walking around my house. Like, we're still here.
Yeah.
Like, we're not in hiding.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm here with my family. Like,
I seriously, like... What is the media? What have they been bought and paid to cover?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So I've done my own digging on that since we last recorded, so I could figure that one out.
Yeah, and then it goes deeper into what's being covered up, because the Vegas police have removed approximately 16 minutes of the UFO response video and audio from their body cam footage. So from the May 1st 911 call at the family's home, where they were walking around investigating the backyard and surrounding areas, which is very curious because there's no reason to remove body cam footage. There is a source, a retired police officer, who was on record stating that the police had an IT detective come out to the home to set up the cameras. Well, we know that, yes, they admitted they went out there and they did set up cameras. Mm-hmm. It makes sense they would have, like, an IT person.
Sure.
Who happens to be a detective. Okay.
Yeah, all under the same roof house, like the house of FBI, CIA, like...
It adds up. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Not only that, but they set up the cameras to follow up with the residents, as well as this IT detective reviewed the family's recordings of the aliens they filmed on their phones. They didn't confiscate the phones, not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen anything about confiscating the phones. I don't want to put fake news out there, but they did look at the images and they did look at everything, okay? This same ID detective also reportedly is the one who altered and removed the 16 minutes of the body cam and the audio and the visual. Like, because not only has some of the footage been like where we can see where it's like a square, like it's blacked out, like it's blurred out.
Yeah.
Well, we can see that, but on top of it just being blurred out, there's just 16 minutes just gone. It's just
I told you there was more to that fucking video.
Yeah, it's just
and I
gone.
told you that.
Because it doesn't add up with the timelines, with the date. Because if you look at the video, there's a little thing in the top and it has like the time and everything.
Between when it went to the backyard to the fucking garage. And remember, I even questioned that. And I was like, it's not correct. Like, how would they do that and then just turn around and be there? Like, it doesn't, they would have gone more and they would have gone more, like, into the backyard. Yeah. None of that makes sense. Even if it's blacked out. They cut it out.
No, they cut it out.
So I just figured they cut it out. I didn't realize they cut it out for like... No,
they didn't want us to see something on there.
Yeah, they cut it out for, like, not just, like, media purposes, but, like... further, like, the next step, so only the top people get it.
Yeah, and and not only did they like block it out and they just remove some of it, but they're still taking the family's claims extremely serious, and the police do not believe it's a hoax. Like, the police department said they do not believe it was a hoax. They believe the family did
unless
see
they
something.
were fucking paid to say that, and unless that, not the family might be like legit, but unless the like CIA people or whoever made this occur.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or this shit happens all the time, but usually it's pushed under the rug, like, shh. And because of social media, it's now easier to, like, spread. Mm-hmm. And then also, everything gets spread under, like, the rug or whatever. And now they're needing to use this as, like I said, a cover-up for something what's really going on. We're all looking at these, like alien invasions. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the misdirection? Mm-hmm. So they meaning like the police, they believe that the family or the authorities, they believe the family did see something in the yard, but they cannot yet confirm what. Like, there's no official statement of, like, what. It's like, the investigation's still ongoing. Like, there's not, like, oh, well, we reviewed the footage and we did see a creature over here, but we think it's an ape. Or we think it's I don't know, like, whatever they could maybe dismiss it as some other animal or I don't even know what. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think of what might look like a person.
Like E.T., I don't know.
Yeah. So they just haven't, that's it. So then we get into, like, the green light that was seen. So as for the green light that was seen just before the loud crash and bang, that was seen and heard on multiple Ring cameras in the neighborhood, which was reported by Angel that it was so big that him and his brother felt a shockwave similar to an earthquake. And after the shockwave, it made Angel feel almost like he had the sleep paralysis and his vision went blurry. Okay?
Did other people feel that?
Him and his brother.
No, I meant other people in the area.
I don't know. I'm only going by what Angel...
I know, but you would think that other people would come out and be like, I felt that too.
I haven't heard anything yet from other people. I haven't actually researched, like, other people. Like, I don't know who was interviewed
just
in the
because
other
so many
areas.
Ring cameras saw it. And no, and I'm thinking because at that time in Las Vegas, it was snowing. I know it sounds weird to be snowing in March 1st.
It was May 1st.
May 1st, I mean. But, it was May 1st.
Mm-hmm. There was no snow. April. There was no snow on the
no
cameras.
Weird things. Because I had left Vegas on April 24th, and a few days later it had snowed, which is so random and so rare. And so I'm just putting together, like, March, April, May, like, that would be, like, a few days later. And so I'm just like, what was the weather conditions? Because on the video footage...
It looked like it was clear. It was clear skies.
And it probably was. But, guys, our weather has been so weird just in general. Like, when I was just in Vegas a few days ago, and we had the cabana, up until noon, it was raining. That's why I was watching The Price is Right.
Oh, it was raining.
It was raining. It was freezing. I was using the towels as blankets. I was
gosh.
Yeah, it was, like, really bad. Like, it was not, it was super gloomy and cloudy. And then it got better, but it was, like, at like, noon.
Yeah.
But, like, up until noon, that's why it was, like, we were literally, like, one of the only people out there. Like, there was, like, 3 different, like, groups of people out there, and we were just, like, one of them. And so I'm watching The Price is Right, huddled up in my cabana.
Trying to be all warm and snuggled with
the
rain
which is
on.
fine. But it's just, like, it's such weird weather right now, even for San Diego and LA and Southern California in general and San Francisco and just everything up the coast and back again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know the desert does get, like, extreme heat and extreme cold.
It has never done that before. Like,
really?
It is. It's just like here. It's been pouring rain for months at a time here. Like, that's not normal.
Yeah.
It's not normal weather. This winter was weird. It's weird.
We did get a lot of rain. It was like sprinkling a few nights ago too, a little bit, like just recently.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was right before we left or after we came back from Vegas. It was like that. But anyways, sorry, I'm just thinking like...
You're thinking about the snow, but the weather was clear. There was
there was clear and everything. But I'm just like, because I was just, like, literally, you say it happened on May 1st. I was in Vegas 3 days before the encounter.
Yeah, so, like, when the green light was seen in the sky, it was, it was just, like, very dark sky, like, very dark night sky. And it was
not
very...
like cloudy, not rainy.
Yeah, it wasn't cloudy or anything. It was, like, a clear, like, streak in the sky. Yeah. So, that's when, like, he felt the shockwave and everything. And then he felt, like, this sleep paralysis and then blurred vision. And his backyard also had, like, huge circle in it. But it wasn't just one circle. So I think before I did mention the circle, and I did mention this, but I'm bringing it up again because it wasn't just one circle. I went back and I looked at other images. It's actually multiple circles, almost like when you drop a rock straight down into water and it makes like a ripple out. Yeah. So there was like one circle with like rippled out, and then next to that circle was another circle rippled out, and then next to that circle was another circle rippled out.
So it's almost like
things felt, I mean, there was nothing in the center, like there wasn't a rock or anything. What I was thinking, but it was just like multiple circles like rippled out.
What I was thinking was
like magnets, like a magnetic thing. No. Energy.
What I was thinking was that it landed, and then if it took off again, that would be like the ripples of the air from the rockets or the up,
No, but there was no rockets found or anything.
No, but I'm just not rockets, but like obviously they wouldn't have rockets, they wouldn't have anything, like it's not of this world, so it would be like just up instead of you're thinking of gravity going down.
No, like I'm thinking of like, because he said that when the light crashed, when it like made like a crash, and then when the ring light went off and everything did like a shockwave. I was thinking like it did a shockwave and then it disturbed the earth. Yeah. So what it did is it just, instead of like making like if you imagine like a wind just going whoosh out over everything, instead of that, in the ground, it just vibrated the ground, and when the ground vibrated, it made circles like that. Yeah. Like multiple circles all over.
So, no,
And then I was thinking of magnetic energy.
I don't know how that works. I was actually thinking the opposite, as if it was leaving.
No, I was thinking it was like, because it hit the ground and it like shook it. And if you, let's say if you have like a pan of sand and you shake it, or have you ever seen where they take sand and they put it on speakers and then it makes shapes?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but I want to do the science project now.
So it's like you take sand and you put it on speakers.
Like a boom boom, like an amp.
And then, you put it on speakers. I think it's like on a plate or something. You need to put the plate on the speakers,
like the boom booms that used to be in the back of trucks, like in the back of trunks of cars.
Just a regular
speaker. Okay.
Just a speaker. You can watch it on YouTube and stuff. And the different sounds make different vibrations.
Shut up.
Well, yeah.
No. But I'm just thinking about the sound changing.
Yeah, the different sounds are going to make different vibrations, because if you have like a heavy drum, it's going to make one. Yeah. If you have like a flute, it's going to make a different. They have different sound vibrations, and the different vibrations, they make shapes in the sand on the ground.
So cool.
So that's what I was thinking, is like the vibration of the shaking, and then
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that? I'll have to show you. Yeah.
No, you have to do a whole science experiment with the kids.
Well, I don't know how to create it myself. There's like I don't know if you just turn a speaker on and it does it.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, you have to have a certain hertz. Like, you have to have a certain, like a vibration, like a certain... I don't think it's just for any...
Oh, I thought it'd be for like any... Like,
I don't think you just turn a Britney Spears song on and it starts doing it.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking AWOL Nation, but hey, Britney.
Yeah,
like,
no.
boom, 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 boom.
No, I don't think it's like that, because then the sand would just
Oh
fly
my God.
everywhere.
Could you imagine if it was like different things, like as you were saying?
Think of
like
like a hum. Think of like a hum where it's just like, like how is that gonna? What is that shape gonna make? You
Yeah,
know?
no. When you're like flute, I'm like thinking of cute swirls, and you're like boom, boom, and I'm thinking like drums, and I'm thinking like boo, 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 like big circles like going around,
Yeah.
like as if it like translates correctly to what we're visioning, but sound doesn't. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do, but my
It's so stupid.
my ankle hurts so bad right now.
Why does your ankle hurt? Is it
I've been
asleep?
sitting on it, and I
Oh
just
no! Do you have
repositioned.
is it tickly? Do you have pins and needles?
It feels like it's broken. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So we'll have to. I'll post on our Facebook or I keep saying Facebook, but I'll post on everything a little example of that, so people can see what I'm talking about.
You better write that down because you're gonna forget.
Because I thought that everybody knew what that was. But
No,
okay.
I didn't know it made different like patterns.
So that's what I think happened. I don't
Yeah,
think it has
that makes
anything
sense.
to do with like
Lift off or weird.
Yeah,
shit.
no, I don't.
Well, at first when you were starting to talk about it, I was thinking crop circles, but then
crop circles is totally different. We'll have to
Different.
do a whole nother show on that. That's totally different.
I can't even.
Yeah,
We have
so
so many shows to do. Like I feel like we should do one every day.
It's
because
definitely
we have
not a
so
crop circle.
much stuff.
if anything, it's the vibrations from the
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, go.
and something that has to do with magnetic energy for sure.
You're like science bitch.
It is, yeah. So talking about science, the American Meteor Society, which was founded in 1911, has spoken on the green streak that was seen on May 1st, 2023.
Shut up.
Per Robert Lunsford of the American Meteor Society, he claims that what police and the community witnessed in the night sky was actually 100 miles north of Las Vegas. Was not in Las Vegas. It was 100 miles north of Las Vegas.
In Skinwalker Ranch.
The light that everyone saw.
Skinwalker Ranch. That's 100 miles north of Las Vegas, isn't it?
I don't know what Skinwalker Ranch is.
Sorry.
I think I've seen a Netflix
Yes, it's Netflix.
show about that. But you know the thing about Skinwalker Ranch is so annoying. You
There's
watch
no
every
skinwalkers.
episode. I can't even talk. You watch every episode and nothing ever happens.
No.
So I'm like, what? This is fucking annoying.
I left it at season 2, episode like 4, when they were trying to figure out the glimmery part or something.
It's so annoying.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
like,
didn't get that far.
they don't
But
do
that
nothing.
is right about there.
Talk about fake news.
I think it's
you watch
northeast
the whole
of Vegas.
thing, and I'm like,
Clickbait.
can I see something?
Clickbait.
Anything?
That is clickbait.
I think they do talk about magnetic energy and shit and stuff like that, though.
They do. It's probably
Yeah.
very scientific, and
It
that's
is,
why we're
but-
like, we don't want to hear about it.
No, I mean, like,
Wait.
they've seen lights and stuff. I've watched a little bit, but it's so frustrating because nothing ever happens. So
What
I'm
I
like,
think, honestly, in Skinwalker Ranch, I already had my fucking whatever, and I think that what's going on in Skinwalker Ranch is, and mind you, I've only gone to season 2, but I already figured it out. I think there's gold in them mountains or something, and it's reflecting and it's magnetizing, and maybe not, I don't think it's gold. I think it's a different gem that we just don't know yet, or something like that. Like, I think it's some sort of mineral, metal,
Geological phenomenon.
something that, like, is occurring and fucking up everybody's, like, you know when you get, like, a compass and it's next to some sort of, like, compasses always point to north, right? Unless you're within this, like, magnetic field because of the iron or copper or some fucking science metal shit. And that's why it goes, like, and it'll point you that way.
That sounds very convincing, Jenna.
This is off my brain. This is my brain talking.
You're
this
like
is not...
some copper, metal, some, sciencey shit.
Yeah, but literally, because I watched in a movie one time that the compass was working great, and then they figured out they were going in circles because it was following, like, iron in the mountains or some shit. So I think that is the problem with Skinwalker Ranch, is that They get the glow because the sun is reflecting on the moon. The moon is going down. I can
see, like, okay, yeah,
there's something like
geologically in the earth that
whether
it's reflecting.
It could be like
from the moon's light.
Yeah, and that's what I think it is. Like, I don't think it's gold.
But
I
like,
think it might
how
be
can
copper.
they see through the mountain though?
They don't. It reflects off and it goes up. Like a flashlight. If you're on the other side of the mountain and you turn on a flashlight in the fucking nothingness, you would see the flashlight.
I don't understand.
What do you mean? Well, I don't understand your question, I think. I think I answered a totally different question than what you asked. What I'm
saying is, like, if it is something geological that is being, like, that the moon is shining.
Yeah, and then it's reflecting off of it.
But it's something on top of the mountain then?
Or, like, within it, around it, like somewhere where, like, it's almost like it's mixed in the sand and they don't realize, like, that it's, like, right there. It's, like, hidden.
But don't they go out there with, like, metal detectors and stuff?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's a metal.
Oh.
Like...
it could be some kind of energy.
Yeah, well, even that, like, metal, like, okay.
Or
like,
do you think it's some kind of, like, natural gas or something?
It could be nickel. Nickel isn't magnetic. You have to get magnetic nickel. Same with copper. Copper, there's C110. There's telluride copper. There's different titaniums. There's magnetic ones. There's not magnetic.
Do you think it's a metal?
It could be. Yes, that's what I was saying. It's a metal. And it's not a magnetic metal. Because you have to, like, okay, guys, I have the machine shop. So, there are magnetic and not... Okay, so it's called ferros. So, everything at the shop, I've named my own shit. So, you guys don't understand my shop speak, but I can spell it for you. It's Ferrous.
She's doing newspeak over here.
Yeah. So, whatever ferrous is, so I call it ferrous, and the telluride, it's Telluride. One means it's magnetic and one doesn't. And the other one, you get non-ferrous or ferrous. One means it's magnetic and one doesn't.
Okay.
And, okay, whatever. So one is copper, the telluride copper, and then the ferrous is with the nickel. So you can get nickel that is non-ferrous or ferrous. I call it ferrous. I'm sure it's pronounced totally different, and
That's okay. I mean,
yeah, but I spelled it or whatever.
I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah. So there are metal and non-metal.
Yeah.
So it depends on the chemical composition of how you do it, and the chemical, and we have to have certs and everything when we do it for like military and different health and everything else. And you have to purchase the correct shit. And the telluride, I believe that one is the magnetic one. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they get raw copper, that doesn't mean that it's magnetic. Or if they get raw nickel, it'll be shiny.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that it's magnetic. Is it
going to be enough to reflect off and make that big of a...
I don't fucking know.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about how it relates to Skinwalker Ranch.
Well, because of I would imagine that you could see the reflection, but I don't really know. I mean, this is all off my brain. I'm just saying that there are metals, and I only work with a couple of metals, so titanium, copper, like, you know, like aluminum isn't fucking magnetic.
But they use aluminum in a lot of things, like in the chemtrails and stuff.
But the aluminum could be onto the top of Skinwalker Ranch, and it could just be pieces of that. That's not magnetic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what Skinwalker Ranch is, but I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what's out there. I don't think anybody does. That's why they still have the show that just keeps going on and on and on. It's never going to end because they're never going to figure it out.
But no, so all I'm trying to say is off my mind is that there are metals that are magnetic and are not, and that natural metals, not all of them are magnetic.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
So it could be like a non-magnetic metal that is...
I see what you're saying, yeah. So it's not going to show up if they have like the...
No, it wouldn't. Yeah.
It's not going to it won't pass that test or whatever.
That's all I'm saying. Like, come to the shop and just hang out with a metal detector and you'll see.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I believe it. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen all the metal shards everywhere. Yeah. So the AMS, the American Meteor Society, did state that they calculated that this light in the sky, this green light or green streak, was approximately 100 miles north of Las Vegas, possibly Skinwalker Ranch. And it was seen in the sky. When it was seen, it was actually only seen for about 2 to 5 seconds. And it was traveling at a speed that would be too fast for it to be a rocket, and it would be too fast for it to be a re-entering satellite, because there was speculation that it could be like a satellite that had
coming back in
that fell, or I don't know, lost its orbit somehow or something.
But it's weird that it would be that they would even do satellites just fall out of the sky like that.
I don't think they do.
I think they would bounce back off.
Like anything orbit, is possible, that
they had to do all the hypotheses.
Yeah, so he did say the word re-entering satellite.
Yeah.
So there are, they do have now the capability where they can put a rocket out and then they can maneuver it back to land, and they can repurpose it and reuse it.
Yeah.
So they do have that capability. So he was saying that the speed and the amount of time it was seen in the sky, it ruled those out. So Robert Lunsford, again with the AMS, believes, and this is his opinion, what was seen on that night was a meteor. Mm-hmm. Although remains of a meteor or a UFO have not been recovered, or if any, unknown military agencies have found anything, no one has come forward with any official reports. So if anyone did go out 100 miles out there and check it out and to see oh, this must be a meteor, let's see if there's anything left of it, or whatever, or let's see what is there a craft here 100 miles out?
Yeah.
They didn't find anything. If they did, they are not going to tell us.
At the same time, there's a lot of things in the desert of Las Vegas and Nevada that have been kept secret forever. A lot of dead bodies from the mob and stuff.
So there's all kinds of stuff out there. But because this was a crash.
No, I know. I was making a joke.
Yeah, no, I got it. It was a good one. But
it was a good one. Oh my God, real news slapper. No, I understood what you're saying, but you're an idiot, and it was great. It was great. Go pat yourself as I sink lower in my chair.
I don't think you're an idiot.
Sorry, I'm just sinking. It's fine. I'm good. Thank you.
I just
hey guys at work, if you're listening, see everybody laughs at my jokes. I'm puntastic. I do a pun every day.
Oh, Jenna.
I'm corny as fuck.
I love
Go
it,
on.
though. So yeah, nothing was recovered, or if anything, they didn't say. So that all is the latest update on the May 1st. But then we get into June 8th. And guess where we are? We're in Nevada.
Of course we are. We're always in Nevada.
We're in Nevada. We're still in Nevada, folks. What part of Nevada we're in, I cannot tell you, because this is a very secretive...
Area 51, Area 51, Area 51.
No, this is Pedro. Our source is Pedro. His last name is unknown. What part of Nevada he's in is unknown.
Because he's not real. He came out from the media. The media is perpetuating
this. Is not from the media. This is not even, hasn't even been on the news, the June 8th.
Okay.
This is only from ring footage.
This is the beginning of the media.
This is just the ring footage. So there was an alien gray sighting. If anybody knows what the alien grays are, they are aliens that are anywhere from 3 feet to 6 feet tall. They're gray in complexion. They have
E.T.
Humanoid bodies with arms and legs and fingers and toes, and they have the almond-shaped big eyes, black eyes, little mouths, a little to no nose, and kind of like a almond-shaped oversized bobblehead giant head for their bodies. So that is what is depicted as a gray. This is ring footage that I am going to be posting on our social media. But again, I don't have the original ring footage. I'm going to be posting someone else's because I do not know how to like remove all their watermarks. And I mean, I will, they are my source, so I don't want to like remove their watermarks anyway. But the point is like, I don't have the original footage. So I've looked everywhere for it. I cannot find it.
She literally went to,
I went everywhere.
Right before we recorded this. So just FYI, I never know what she's going to say before she records it. But she was like, look at this video. And I was like, just take off all the extra stuff. And she said, I can't. And I'm all, then go to the source. So she literally spent like 20 minutes like tracking the video. Like this person shared it from this person, this da-da-da. And she got to like 20 minutes deep, like 50 people in. And she's like, this is what it is. And I'm all, well, where did they share it from? And she was like, the person with the Ring camera. And I legit said, why don't you email them? Like, and ask them for it. And she was like, no, we're not doing that.
They're not gonna, so they're not gonna give me the original. They're not gonna give the footage.
Original. So, I mean, we
could have had to purchase it from these people for all we know.
Yeah, we know
like,
nothing.
They could have purchased it.
We don't know anything. But so she really did. Heather did her due diligence of like really tracking it down and trying, and so give her kudos for that.
Yeah. So in this Ring footage, like I said, it does depict the alien gray, and it basically just shows this alien, a singular alien entity walking up to obviously somebody's front door because it's a Ring camera, right? So I'm assuming it's at their front door somewhere in Nevada. The person who is home belongs to is somebody named Pedro. This was on June 8th, 2023. And the video shows the alien kind of walking up and its head kind of tilted, looking, and just kind of standing there looking. And you can see it moving around and kind of walking a little bit. And it's a pretty short video, like maybe like 8 seconds, 10 seconds. I don't know. I didn't time it. I will post it so you can watch it. People are saying that this is part of the aliens that crashed on May 1st, and maybe this is one that never went home or whatever.
What? No, they aren't.
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Well, it's Nevada, and that's Las Vegas, and it's like...
No, that all makes sense, but that's what they're saying. That's like not a new landing. It's like...
No, so it's like they're still here. Like, they're still here. Oh, it could be lost, or they're just here now. Like, they have arrived. Like, hello, we're here. Like, let me in.
Oh, my God, they've arrived. Like, they're not leaving.
Yeah, like, they're not leaving.
Oh, my God, like home.
Yeah. Like, they're here.
Like the movie Home.
Yeah.
But, oh, my God. Really?
Or it's lost. Yeah, who knows?
But then if it's lost, it's like E.T.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not lost. I'm sure there's more of them everywhere. Like, they're just probably here.
My eyes just got like, oh my God, so big. They were like dollar quarters from Vegas. Like,
because it gets worse.
No.
There's the latest footage coming out all the way in New York of another alien, and this was on June 19th.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're recording this. What day is it? It's the 20th.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Oh my God.
I think it was actually the 18th, and then they put it out on the 19th. So I think it actually happened on the 18th. But what I have says the 19th, but I think it was like the day before it had happened. So approximately June 18th, 19th, this year, 2023, there is a New York footage. There's a man in New York who has like a garden, like it looks like corn or something, and like it's dark, so you can't really see exactly, but it looked like maybe corn. And he has a flashlight. And he is in his backyard, and he's like putting his flashlight around, like trying to like he heard something, or he's like trying to figure out something, like what the heck's back here. And he searches for the creature with a flashlight. He films what appears to be an alien walking in his garden in the backyard. Again, it looks like a gray alien. This alien has the big eyes and big almond-shaped face and eyes, black eyes, just like the other alien. So we're calling it a gray alien type, as like the type. It's in New York, in the backyard. I don't know what part of New York, but somewhere in New York. The difference with this alien, which is it appears to be about 4.5 feet tall. Because people were like basing on how tall the corn gets and how tall the corn matured the corn looked, that it was probably close to about 4.5 feet tall. This is the interesting thing about this alien is it's wearing some type of clothing or some type of spacesuit. Like, it's really dark. That's
weird, because they're not supposed to be...
Well, there's different... If you get into, like, the alien culture, there's, like, thousands... I don't even know how many different aliens that supposedly, like, came here. Like, if you really get into, like, the list of them.
how random is it that they're
And some of them do wear clothing. But not all of them are nude.
But how random would it be that we're having alien invasions from different cultures? Unless, wasn't there a movie or something where the aliens decide to use Earth as their, like, war zone? There was a movie. Remember. There was a movie like that where, like, 3 or 4 alien people came to Earth and was like different culture type thing.
I can't remember.
It might have been War of the Worlds, or was that just one alien? I
don't remember War of the Worlds. I'm really bad with movies and actors.
Okay.
I think I've said this before.
You guys gotta help. Like,
I'm not like a movie buff person.
You've never said that. I thought you totally understood everything that I've ever said.
No,
so now I'm very
really bad with movies.
And very sad.
Stuff.
We're like 50 episodes in, and now we find this out.
Well, no, I mean, I do know some stuff, but like...
All right, guys, I am not happy with my partner here, so we need a new one. I requested...
War of the Worlds?
Yeah, it was like a book. It was like a major movie. It was like huge.
I remember watching
it was like Dakota Fanning, I believe, when she was like 6.
In the 90s or something.
It was like 2006 or 8.
That was I don't remember 2008.
Whatever. I don't really remember it either. It's really blurry. I went from not being able to drink to being able to drink. I'm not sure.
2008, what was I doing in 2008? 2008, Finley was born in 2007. I got married in 2000.
You were pregnant in 2008.
I got married in 2008.
When was Isla born?
2009.
Yeah, you were busy being pregnant now.
I was pregnant. Yeah, I wasn't watching movies. I was taking care of a baby and
being sad that you couldn't drink.
No, it was fine. I couldn't drink, but like, I don't remember watching that movie. I do remember watching it, but I don't remember like the movie.
I just remember one part, and it was super spooky when they were like at the bottom of a house. Anyways, so point being, there, and I don't even think that is the right movie, but there was like a theory or something that I heard along the way in my lifetime that aliens would come here and their last war would be like on Earth.
Oh,
like all the different races of alien, not all of them, but there'd be like a big war on Earth. And which would make sense for this.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems like all of the ones that they're depicting are alien grays.
Except for the spacesuit one. Why is the spacesuit guy here?
I mean, I don't know.
That's like an extra one.
Yeah. Maybe he's here to get his cousins out of Nevada. And he ended up on the East Coast on accident.
Whoops.
I'm going to sneeze, folks. I feel it coming on.
At least it's not mine.
It's not going to be pretty.
Bless you.
Thank you.
At least it's not mine.
So sorry.
Mine come in 3s and they're very tiny.
I try to warn everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, those are the most recent updates that I have, and like I said, I'm going to be posting all the videos and the videos are my sources, people. So all of my sources for this will be the videos that I'm going to be posting. And some of them have already been posted. If anything new comes out about this, I'm going to do another episode because I want to stay on top of the aliens. Again, is this Project Bluebeam? Is this false flag? Is this because of some misdirection of something else that could be going on?
Yeah. So I want to talk about the misdirection. I know that this episode is getting kind of lengthy, but I told Heather earlier that you heard last week when I was talking about this that or when Heather was talking about the aliens, that obviously, like, there's probably some sort of misdirection. Like, why are they suddenly, like, why is this happening? I sent Heather a video earlier of, like, a week ago or a couple days ago about alien or possible UFO sighting in Australia, but it was from 2020 and just barely released. Why are they barely releasing it now? The video footage, whoever they are.
Yeah, why are we getting disclosure at this time?
Yeah, why are we, like, Freedom of Information Act? Like, is that even a thing anymore? Really? So, so I just started to comb the news, kind of trying to see, like, world news, what else is going on, what's on the back burner, what are they trying to cover up? And the main thing that I found, and I found lots of, like, stories, like, there's been, like, multiple earthquakes, natural disasters, the global warming is impacting some of the game, which, by the way, the game is the, like, yaks and, like, whatever lives in, like, Antarctica or whatever. And apparently we saw a window.
The polar bears then, too.
No, not those ones. They haven't gone that far yet. It's before that. Like, they're still, like, they're not, like, white furry animals. They're still, like, brown furry animals living in, like, the not full snow, just some snow.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know, the polar bears are white, so they, like, can be in the snow, and they.
No, I was just thinking of global warming because the ice is melting, so the polar bears don't really have as much.
No, the polar bears are still fine.
They don't have as much hunting ground anymore.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know.
No, the polar bears are doing horrible. They're, like, starving and stuff because they don't have the ice.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I
see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, so I went through, like, there was stuff about, like, the Ukraine and Russian wars and China and all this stuff. But what caught my eye, and it might only be because we're in America, in the U.S., so please email us if you are even hearing about UFOs, or if there is something else bigger going on, because right now in the U.S., what the news seems to be kind of glazing over instead of fully embracing as they should. They seem to be putting lots of emphasis on the UFOs and what's going on in space and space wars or space war, the Space Force.
Well, I don't know that we're having a space war.
No, the Space Force.
Space
you know,
Force.
we have, Space Force.
Yeah, Space Force.
They seem to be like, well, it sounds so silly to me. Like,
Space
the
Force?
Space Force. It's like the Air Force and the Army, and it's part of it.
We have to have a Space Force.
Clearly. Yeah. Nowadays. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost thought never mind.
Did you spill your drink?
I didn't.
Oh.
I'm very happy I didn't.
Crisis is averted.
Okay. So this is what's going on here. Hunter Biden, which is Joe Biden's son, which is the president of the United States of America, is Joe Biden. His son has pled guilty to tax crimes and admits a gun offense, and I feel like he is just a scapegoat for Joe Biden. They're, like, using him to do whatever the fuck they want. So for a little backstory, Hunter Biden is worth $230 million. That's his net worth. He makes $20 million a year. So it's kind of like the things that I'm gonna tell you is like why he has so much money. But I feel like this is the reason why they're telling us all about UFOs, because the president is like, no, divert.
So you believe that the alien disclosure is a cover-up partially a cover-up for Hunter Biden's case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, so with this pleading guilty to the tax crimes, he agreed to probation for filing taxes late, which is in 2017 and 18, which is like no big deal. Like, honestly, like, oh my God, I forgot to file that. Like I said, he's worth $230 million.
But they're gonna get him on
whatever they can.
It's like when you get pulled over for a tail light, and then they
they're
want to
like,
search your car
way,
for drugs or something. It's like that for him.
And the Republicans do have the House of Representatives, so they're able to right now. So they're able to like really come down on him. So apparently it's over him improperly filing $30,000 worth of deductions, and he earned an extra $1.5 million. Like, he earned that, like, as income that he didn't claim. So he ended up having to owe $100,000, which he paid in 2021.
Okay.
Because
he didn't disclose the money, so then he didn't have to pay taxes on it until they found out, and they're like, hey, tax man's here. You need to pay us on that fucking million whatever money, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then he also, like, to get out of prison time, his plea bargain was to say that he was on drugs when he purchased a gun.
Okay. So he purchased a gun under the influence of narcotics?
Handgun. Yes, and he needs to admit that in order to evade prison time.
So he is admitting that for a plea bargain.
He is. So he has to say, in quotes, that he possessed a firearm despite knowing he was an unlawful user of and addicted to a controlled substance. And that was in 2018.
And is that crack?
Yes, crack cocaine. So he is doing 2 misdemeanor tax charges and then the gun thing to avoid prison. And ultimately, to further look into his life and keep everything like hush-hush with Joe Biden. Like, Joe Biden doesn't want any part of this shit. So
the president's son is admitting to being addicted to
a crackhead.
But
why does he get off? Like, if I was like, hey, I'm a crackhead and I purchased a gun. And, by the way, Biden's supposed to be so anti-gun. Why does he need a handgun? I'll tell you why. He even found out that was going to happen. Did you know his brother died, Bo, in 2015?
Who's Bo? Oh,
Biden's
son.
Yeah. Hunter.
Sorry, I was thrown off for a second.
Sorry.
I was like, wait, who are we talking about?
Sorry. And, by the way, his widow, named Hallie Biden, is now fucking Hunter, or was in 2018 when he bought the gun. So Hallie called the cops on Hunter, and because she thought that Hunter was going to shoot himself.
Was he suicidal?
I don't know.
Or according to Hallie. Maybe because he was on drugs.
Or because she's fucking irritated with his fucking ass and just called the cops on him because maybe she was fucking... I don't even know.
Okay, so Bo passed away. Like, how did Bo die?
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
Oh, I was just curious.
I was too, and I forgot to look that up because guess what? That's not the focus of our thing.
Yeah.
The focus of this is to say that they're doing the UFOs.
Yeah, no,
and
I get it.
they're doing all this because Hunter Biden decided that all this shit, like, take the deal. All the shit's coming up for Hunter. Taking the deal, 24 months drug-free and agreeing to never own a gun again, in order to avoid prison and all that, and just to make this all just go away. Sure. Pretty much, just go away. Because Biden's campaign starts, like, I don't know, today.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, it's July of it's June right now, but I'm just like, in a few weeks, it's going to be July.
Yeah.
And that's the time that everybody's campaigning. That's when the campaigns start. So they can't have this fucking asshole kid, a crackhead, 53-year-old man.
He's 53?
He's 53.
Wow.
He is 53.
I didn't know he was 53.
And I told you to, like, post a picture of his before and after, because before, he looks like Gavin Newsom. After, he looks like Tiger King.
Really?
Like, it's really bad. It's
yeah.
so
drugs are bad. Kids.
Like, oh my God. And then, so
yeah.
he's been, like, raised and bred in this political life. And his father, I mean, Joe Biden's been he was born and bred as a political fucking, he's only been in politics. He's a career politician. Like, that's not good in general. So he already knows what dick to suck and what tits to grab and pull to get what he wants.
So he has all this money and he doesn't have to do any... How does he make all of his money? Just from his dad or what? Like... How does he make $20 million a year?
Well, I'm not sure, but he did take a lot of money from foreign, when his dad was vice president. He made a lot of foreign friends.
From China, right? Was it China?
It was actually, hold on, sorry, I have it right here.
I got way ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. I'm like flipping through pages all quick. It was... Oh, it doesn't say it. I did read it. It was like Ukraine, China, and... It wasn't
multiple.
Ukraine.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It was,
multiple.
but it was multiple, and I must not have. But they were depositing money into his bank account.
I'm pretty sure it was China.
Yeah, due to him being president in 2009. Like, due to his dad being president. And so he got all these, like, foreign friends.
Yeah.
And so why, though? Why are they depositing money? Like, what is he doing for them? God knows. I don't even know. Like, everything's so hush-hush. Like, it's really hard to find information. And I didn't do a whole deep dive because it's not... I'm just trying to say, like, the facts in order to say, like, this whole UFO alien thing is a complete, like, diversion in order to make us not look at
what's
the
happening
Biden family.
with the Biden family.
And that's ultimately, I mean, this kid went to, this 53-year-old man whose father is running the fucking free country.
Or is he?
Exactly.
Who's really running it behind Biden, because he has his counsel and everything.
Well, so Biden's lawyer, Christopher Clark, said, in quotes, "It is my understanding that the 5-year investigation into Hunter is resolved."
Oh, it's been 5 years of investigation?
Well, yeah, because 2018 was 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Time flies.
But, like, that's all cute and such. But, like, are they going to talk about the money? Hunter's, like, laptop?
How much did he get? Yeah, and what was
or,
on
like,
his laptop?
all of that. Like,
and wasn't he found with prostitutes and stuff, too?
All sorts of shit that I didn't get into because we are focused on what they're trying to cover really quickly.
Yeah.
I can't go into a whole episode. You already did your update episode. Like, this is just, like, what they're trying to cover.
Yeah.
So, pretty much, they're trying to keep the public eyes on aliens and UFOs instead of looking at the Biden family. Especially with, like, obviously, Biden's term is coming to an end. And his new campaign, like I said, is, like, starting for a re-election. It's starting fucking, like, it should have started, like, yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Like, this is the time. And all of a sudden, they're going to court for this and, like, dealing with all this. They don't even know if his plea bargain is going to go through. They don't know for a few more days. It has to go in front of the federal judge in Delaware. And, oh, by the way, they especially don't want them digging up and everything because... Don't forget Biden's classified documents. Remember how they found those little puppies? They found one on what? You're looking at me funny.
I'm just looking at you because I don't know what his documents are. I have no idea.
Okay.
So I'm just, like, waiting for you to tell me. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, she, like, blankingly, like, as if there's, like, a spider on my forehead, and I'm like, I don't feel one.
I'm just, like really, like, I want to know what the documents are.
Yeah, so obviously, they, like, I feel like Joe Biden would throw Hunter Biden under the bus in a second to save his own ass, and I feel like he is doing all he can to cover this shit, because during, while Trump was being prosecuted for his documents, they were constantly finding shit at Biden's, including on November 2nd, 2022, at Penn Biden Center. In quotes, they found intelligence documents between the Ukraine, Iran, and United Kingdom.
Okay, so he was discussing, like, top secret shit with their intelligence?
Yeah, it was just about their intelligence.
Oh.
It doesn't really go into detail.
Yeah.
And then they found them on December 20th, January 9th, and January 12th. More documents. 20 documents in total.
So is he going to get indicted like Trump did?
No. because he is president right now, he can choose to unclassify those like right now while he's president, and then it doesn't. And Trump made a joke like a month ago that said, God, if I was smart, I would have unclassified these when I was president. He like made a joke or whatever, so.
Yeah, and it's kind of bullshit because right now they're doing that to Trump, and then Trump's pleading not guilty, and then he can just unclassify his to get himself off the hook.
Well, and not even.
And then the Sun is actually coming out saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this plea deal.
Yep.
So it's like they're trying to cover their ass.
Yeah, it's like a whole cover and a cover.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that the UFO thing is a distraction.
Yeah, that's a distraction on top of them. Like, they're doing damage control on their own, and then they're, like, throwing that out there to misdirect while they're doing damage control.
Well, speaking of damage control, January 20th, they were at their Wilmington home. They're at Wilmington home. And they found boxes and boxes of handwritten notes going back decades. And quotes, Joe Biden said, I'm going to get the chance to speak on all of this. God willing, it'll be soon. But I said earlier this week, and by the way, my Corvette is in a locked garage. It's not like it's sitting out in the street. That was a quote, like in an interview.
He always says the weirdest things.
I'm confused at what the Corvette has to do with.
I don't know. He always says like the weirdest things, I feel like.
Anyway, so he actually hid those document findings on the January 20th ones for 68 days. Nobody informed the public. Nobody informed anybody. It was hush hush. Because he was hoping to sweep it under the rug with the DOJ. Department of Justice. He was hoping to like smooth talk his way out of that, and then it didn't work out, and so he kind of got like fucked over on that, I guess. So yeah, I think that he is not only having his family issues, but he's having his own personal like document issues, and that this whole alien thing is a cover up in the United States world. But what I'm curious to know is are other countries getting the same fucked up news? Do you think that in Australia or in Belgium, are they hearing about these alien attacks in the United States? Are they having their own alien attacks? Why are we not hearing about them other places, right?
Well, I think it's because we don't get their news, so we're not hearing about theirs, but they probably have their own sightings and encounters because in their countries.
Biden having sun issues and Biden having document issues is not a worldwide event. So why is the media focusing so heavily on UFOs?
I think that's just to distract the Americans from what's going on with their president and the family.
So that's what I'm saying is like I want to hear from other countries
and see if they're also having alien sightings in their
and what
country.
If are they covering something or I want to know because that's the only way to know. We have to stay together. The people who want to know the truth. And figure out if it's all connected. We have to stick together, and we really have to talk to each other. Different countries, from country to country to country. We can't just stay alienated in no pun intended. Alienated, but we can't just stay in our own country and assume that our own media is going to feed us what's real. Because on the last episode that I did, I got a lot of information from the Canadian news. Yeah. Because it was unbiased because they didn't give a fuck what was going on here. Yeah. And
so it would be really interesting if people from other parts of the world that listen to our podcast weigh in on with us and let us know what they're seeing in their news. Have you guys
seen anything at all? Yeah. Is your news covering our aliens? Because our news is not covering your aliens. if you're having any aliens.
And are you hearing anything about Biden or Trump or
any of the documents, Hunter, Biden, anything? Yeah. We would love to know, because we need to all, like, stick together, kind of, and figure out the truth. Because the only way that we can figure out who's in power to take them down, not that we could, sitting here in this little studio, but dream
just
big.
Keep the communication open.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And with no communication open, we'll never figure anything out. So that is how I'm going to send you guys off. And good night, good luck, stay safe. And don't forget to
share, like, subscribe, and follow us. And thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.